Sunday with Dani.
Shall we? We got some cuties in costume, starting with Romeo, dressed as a teddy bear this Halloween. Very sweet. Love that one. I also love Harry Potter dog, Toby. Anytime you can get your pets to keep glasses on, sign me up. Send me a picture. So cute, Barbara. Thank you for sharing. And finally, Mia, who's helping patrol on this Halloween. Temperatures today noticeably cooler. Our morning lows are starting in the 30s and 40s. Our afternoon highs just in the 50s, so it is on the cool end. But back to the sunny skies and calmer wind today. Tomorrow, another seasonable. That means cool day ahead of us, but quite the warm up ahead this week. I'll have the details coming up in the AccuWeather forecast. Pedro and Tony?
Dani, thank you. Before we go to break, Channel 7.
What are you talking about? Dani.
Yes, a little bit of a cold snap, right? You're feeling the difference out there today, but don't fret. We're right back to the 70s as we head into the week. In fact, it might be on the warm side moving toward Halloween. Right now, 47 degrees behind the front that brought us the high fire danger yesterday. The wind is weakening. That is a relief after a blustery Saturday, but today temperatures will be noticeably colder both to start and to finish the day. 30s on the map this morning for many of our suburbs. 37 in Sussex and Newburgh, 36 for Morristown, 34 for Somerville. 40s in Bridgeport and Islip, but cold across the board. Under a clear sky now that the cloud cover is starting to move out. As the sun rises in about 50 minutes here, we'll still see partly cloudy conditions to begin the day, but mostly sunny skies take us into this afternoon as our highs drop back to the 50s. Now, this is going to feel cool because much of October was so far above the seasonal average, but this is actually not far from where we should be this time of year. Highs in the mid to upper 50s are just a couple degrees below average, and with the sunshine and calmer wind, I still think it's a really nice day to get outside and enjoy all of those fall activities. Just note that you'll be keeping the jackets on a little bit longer today. Bright but cooler. Highs in the upper 50s with a light breeze. Moving into tomorrow, seasonable sunshine. Highs right around the seasonal average as our Yankees return home. For Tuesday, our warming trend kicks off. Mid-60s for highs on Tuesdays. If you think that's mild, wait until you see Wednesday and Thursday as we climb almost 20 above normal. I'll let you know where we land heading toward Halloween coming up. Tony?
All right, Dani, thank you very much. In the race for the White House, former President Donald.
You know, it's funny. I've never seen the movie, and yet I know so many of those references. I just didn't realize where they came from, right? Oh, absolutely iconic. And Lin-Manuel Miranda is a genius, so anything that he's involved in, I know I'm going to be a fan of. Got some big dogs for you, some cuties in costume. We're starting with Werewolf Jax. Very sweet. Loved that, Danielle. Thank you for sharing. And we also have Duke here, who's getting into some monkey business, it looks like. Very sweet. We also have Casey, who is Wonder Woman for Halloween. Love that. And you know what? I'm liking this forecast too. I know it feels noticeably colder behind the front that brought us the gusty wind last night. So we're waking up to 30s and 40s this morning with highs capped in the 50s. It is going to feel quite cool because we're coming off such a warm month. But we're seeing the sunshine. The wind is weakening. So everything working together to make a beautiful fall day, even if it is a touch on the cool side. And we fixed that heading into the work week. I'll let you know when highs return to the 70s in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
The pumpkin contest.
We're not about to be outdone by Ellie the elephant and a bacon, egg, and cheese, although those were excellent costumes, don't get me wrong. We're starting here with Twix playing the part of the Beast, Twix's sister, Roxy Belle. I mean, I die over these costumes. Very rarely do I show two separate dogs from the same owner, but the costumes were so good, Erica, that I had to show them both. Thank you for putting your dog through that because I quite enjoyed it. And we've got a mailman here from Charlene, just doing a mailman's duty. Very cute. Love it. Temperatures this morning are cooler. You'll notice it as you step out. 30s and 40s right now. And our highs today are capped in the 50s, quite a bit cooler than yesterday. But we get sunnier skies and calmer wind. So as long as you have your jackets, another fantastic day to get outside for all of those fall activities. Maybe the ice skating rink. We are warming things up really quickly. I'll let you know when highs climb back to the 70s. Coming up in the AccuWeather forecast. Pedro and Tony?
All right, Dani, thank you. Before we go to break.
What you got for us?
You know, I think that's Joelle's brilliance. No matter who she's speaking to, I always get a sense that we're seeing and hearing from the real them, right? It's really cool. Joelle's so good. All right, we're starting with the kissing booth. This is Milo and Cody. Very cute from Lisa. I love this pup costume, so thank you for sharing. We also have a banana split from Nicholas Muffin. What a name. What a costume, Terry. Thank you for sending that in. And finally, we have Ember, a foster pup, playing the role of Fairy on this Halloween. Megan, love the idea, love the costume. Love that picture, too. Today really does feel like fall. Temperatures this morning are chilly, 30s and 40s for most of the tri-state. And our highs are capped in the 50s. You'll notice the difference. But with a calmer wind and lots of sunshine, still a great day to get outside for all of the fall activities today. If this is a little cool for you, give it a couple days. I'll let you know when near record highs make a comeback in the full AccuWeather forecast after the break. I'm excited to see. Are you going to be Jim?
I'm going to be Michael Scott.
You're gonna be Michael,
I think I'm going to do
okay.
Prison Mike.
World's best.
Yeah. 'Cause it's,
What a delight. I cannot wait to see those pictures. All right, well, you don't need to incorporate coats into the costumes this year because we are warming up heading toward Thursday. But today, feeling like fall. 46 degrees right now, sunny sky out there. Our northern suburbs are in the 30s. We're at the freezing mark in Kingston, 34 for Danbury and Katona, 34 for Andover as well, 35 in Montgomery. So it does feel chilly, especially north and west of the city. We're at 44 in Newark this morning, 42 for Islip, 39 even down the shore for Belmar. The wind is noticeably calmer than what we were dealing with yesterday, but when temperatures are this cool, any bit of a breeze does make a big difference. So it feels like just 30 degrees in Morristown and Newburgh. It feels like 38 right now in Belmar, 39 for Islip. So heavier jackets as you head out the door this morning, but sunny skies take us into this afternoon with the winds continuing to calm. Overall, high pressure in control of the forecast today, and our high temperatures are going to be noticeably cooler as this cool air continues to filter in behind yesterday's front. But where I think we'll really feel it is tomorrow morning. Frost advisories for parts of the Hudson Valley, freeze warnings for Central and South Jersey. That means temperatures even come in a touch cooler tomorrow morning than where we're starting this morning. As we head into this afternoon, sunny skies, calmer wind, just a light breeze, and highs that are capped in the mid to upper 50s. Yes, you'll feel the difference, but with a jacket or a coat, it's still a great day to get outside for the pumpkin patch for leaf peeping because our conditions are dry and sunny. As we head overnight to tomorrow morning, the sky is clear, conditions are quiet, but check out how cold it'll be tomorrow morning. Some spots even starting in the 20s north and west of the city, many of our suburbs in the 30s. And then tomorrow's highs, we begin that warming trend under a sunny sky, temperatures topping out near 60 tomorrow. We're at 28 straight days without measurable rain in New York City. It looks like we will close out the month of October with no measurable precipitation in the park for the first time in recorded history. In fact, it doesn't look like we have another chance for rain until we move into the start of November. So the dry and sunny stretch continues. Today is cool, but we are warming up. Looking at highs today coming in the mid to upper 50s, so you will notice that difference in yesterday. Tomorrow morning, even colder, and then from there we warm up. Highs in the mid 60s by Tuesday, 70s by Wednesday. By Thursday, on Halloween, upper 70s. That's a warm Halloween ahead. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.
First, Dani Beckstrom here with our Big Dog Sunday.
And Piper is not going to let a panda show her up, okay? Piper dressed as a taco for this Halloween. Danielle, I love the costume, love the idea. We also have little Bo Peep here from Melody. So cute. I like the blonde ponytail on that cute pup. And then basketball star Rocco. Got to get your head in the game, okay? Halloween's on Thursday, and by then, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s. Today, quite a bit cooler. You'll notice the difference as you step out. Yesterday's gusty wind brought in by a front that really did its job this morning. We're waking up to 30s and 40s with highs capped in the 50s, but winds are calming down and the sky is sunny, so as long as you have your jacket, just fine outside. If it's a little too cool, just wait a few days. We'll talk about the warm-up coming up. Back to you, Pedro and Tony.
all right, before we go to break, Channel 7 is once again. Now you kind of have a pretty good idea of what your Halloween's going to look like.
Yeah, no coats incorporated this year. It's pretty crazy to say that our highs will be in the upper 70s on Halloween, closer to record values than averages. It's especially hard to believe considering how chilly it is out there this morning. We're feeling that push of fall air. It's crisp, it's cool. It's 46 degrees right now in the park, but lucky us, we're seeing sunny skies and calmer wind than yesterday. We have started our warm-up up to 50 now in Islip, 51 for Montauk, 47 for Bridgeport, but still seeing a couple spots in the 30s, like Somerville and Poughkeepsie at 39. We make our way to the 50s this afternoon, which is going to feel cool, especially compared to yesterday, especially coming off such a warm month. But we got the sunnier skies and the weaker wind, so as long as you have your jackets, it's going to be a beautiful fall day to get outside and enjoy the crisp air. Mid to upper 50s, that's where we'll land. Our highs today falling about 5 degrees from yesterday, 5 to 8, depending on where you live. It's not far from the seasonable average, but again, it just feels crisp because we've been so warm. Seasonably cool, mostly sunny and dry for today. Heading into the start of the week, tomorrow is even colder in the morning. Our temperatures will start the day in the 30s and 40s. Some of our suburbs sub-freezing with some freeze warnings in effect. I'll show you coming up in the full AccuWeather forecast. But moving into Tuesday, we kick off a warming trend, and by Wednesday, we're to the 70s already. Then comes Halloween, where our highs are a lot closer to records than averages. A forecast high of 77 puts us almost 20 above normal and only about 3 or 4 degrees shy of the record. So it is going to be a very warm Halloween. But how long does that warmth last? Not much farther than Thursday. Another cool down in our sights. I'll have a look at the roller coaster in temperature that continues coming up in just a bit. Tony?
Dani, thank you so much. If you have
Got to talk some dogs in costume, as is our right on this Big Dog Sunday. We are starting first with Ringo. Now, I know Ringo Starr is the drummer, but Ringo the dog is obviously the star guitarist. So thank you so much, Connie, for sharing your baby with us. We also have Cupcake, yes, chef, from Genevieve. I like the Bon Appetit on the chef's hat. Very sweet from Cupcake. And finally, Santino, the mail carrier. A dog's best friend is the mailman, right? So Amy, very cute costume. Today, noticeably cooler out there, 30s and 40s still this morning, 50s this afternoon, but sunny skies, calmer wind than yesterday. Quite the warm up to talk about on the 7-day, but we have another cool down coming as well. I'll detail the roller coaster in temperature after the break.